Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a little Anna Sui collab. We have partnered with Anna Sui and I'm really excited because I've been lusting after this brand ever since the first time I saw it in department stores. So when I was a little girl, I used to see this brand all the time, and of course like the packaging pulls you in as a little one. And then when I was a beauty advisor at the Beauty Boutique in Shoppers, Vancouver, Canada, I worked at this nice beauty boutique, but we don't have stores like this in America where there's beauty stores on top of drugstores. And we had Anna Sui in store, and I would always just be staring at the packaging and touching it. We had the infamous black blush. There was like a little ring that was like in the shape of a rose from this brand, and it had like a salve, like a balm sort of makeup inside of it, and I always wanted to buy it, but my store never gave us products. And I was eating tuna and rice at the time every day. Like I could not buy fancy makeup. So this is like a full circle moment. I'm super excited to show you this look. We used all of these products. You guys have probably seen the viral black blush. This is infamous, also a part of my childhood because I've been staring at it for forever. And then also the lavender powder, which makes for a really nice addition to this hot purple pink lilac-y blush. So we're gonna try all these on. I'm gonna give you my thoughts on these. We're also going to use some other products that I already have in my collection, of course, and we're just gonna get ready. We're gonna do this Ice Queen Cold Glam. So let's go ahead and get ready together. Every product is always linked in the description or it's tagged directly to the video. Hopefully both. I try to do both, but sometimes it gets away from me. Sadness and Frost, because that's kind of the vibe that I've been in. I've been in a sadness and frost era. I'm gonna try to give myself a little bit of color because I am darker via self-tan. And a little shout out to my friend Mason. He has a vintage jewelry collection that he sells online and at the Melrose Flea Market if you're in LA. So shout out to him. He did give this to me, dear friend. So I'll put his link down below, and of course Anna Sui's, but we're gonna just jump right into our Anna Sui eye palette. So this is the palette. This is the Anna Sui eye and face color palette. It's got like some silvery kind of base tones, a purpley base tone, and then all these glitters. These seem like pressed glitter formulas. Like they're very sparkly and they have quite a texture to them. So I'm excited to get some of those on the eye, and just excited to partner with this brand in general because I've been onto them since like I was a child. Not literally, but I think that they began in the 90s or something, and I always remember seeing this brand around. It's like so classic, nostalgic, just like vibes. So we're gonna jump into that. Let's just prime our eyes quickly. And I'm using the Sigma eyeshadow stick base. I love a Sigma eyeshadow stick base. Oh my gosh. The key is just blending it kind of quickly. I noticed that when I let it sit, weird things happen, and if I mix it with other products that are on my brush, like concealers, weird things happen again, because concealers are usually like cream based, and this is a waterproof sort of base. So just blend it quickly, you know, blend it. And then I want a super wide-eyed effect. I don't really want too much color in my crease. I might do a little of that purple, but I think I'm just gonna go in heavy with like this silvery color and then just shimmer it up because that's kind of the vibe that I'm in. Oh, that's a nice swatch. It is like super solid. Wow. I wonder if this would work better with a brush. I usually apply shimmers with a finger, but oh, it seems like, oh, the brush is working better. I'm surprised by that. Wow. Interesting formula. It's like very, oh my God. This works way better with a brush. It's funny because I used this the other day and I used my finger and I didn't even try it with a brush because I was just swiping it on so that I could get ready really quickly. And I wasn't getting this payoff, I was getting the more diffused look, but I'm obsessed with this. I kind of don't even wanna do too much on top of this. You know, like I love kind of like a y2k sort of chromey. It's like almost like 2006 kind of vibe. I don't know if I even want to put shimmer on it. Oh man. Let's just do a little bit of this one. This one's kind of calling my name. It's like a chunky pastel looking situation. and I definitely applied it a little bit haphazardly, but it's super fun. It's like chunky chunk. It almost has like, these almost have like a creamy texture to them. Like when you go like that, it's like, feels like a cream. I think I'm overloading it on, but that's kind of like how I like to do things. I like to get it on the eye. Oh, this is fun. I'm not gonna add darkness because I like this icy Ice Queen makeup. I'm not gonna add any dark colors, but I am just gonna diffuse this a little bit so that it looks, I don't know, a little more intentional. Just soften those edges around the eye. Let's bring it in here, just kind of fine tune everything. And now let's go in with like a super black liner. I feel like that will be the perfect addition. So Valentino sent me this eyeliner and it's super, super, super black. And I'm going over glitter, you know, and sometimes going over glitter, the eyeliner kind of wants to stall out, but this one, it could never. And there's a little blendy on the other side, which sometimes I see these and it doesn't work with the formula or something, but with this, it works great. It's probably one of the more functional luxury eyeliners I've tried. Sometimes luxury level liners are a little too soft. They're a little too easygoing. I feel like sometimes they're a little too user-friendly, like they blend out to nothing, but this is black as black can be. And you can just soften your edges a little bit. I think I'll go into the lower lash line a touch. But this is a simple, simple look. And I know exactly the lash I'm gonna use for this look as well. So another PR thing, I've been getting a lot of packages because it's holiday. Sometimes I'm telling you nothing comes in, but recently stuff has been coming in. This is the Ardell Naked Lashes collection for like the holiday. And this 421 lash has been calling me. I wore it once and I was like, I forgot how much I like the Naked line of these lashes because they're just easy on the eyes. They're easy to wear and they do enough, but not too much. Sometimes a lash can really swallow up your eye and we don't want that. Also, a little tip, you guys, if you are not as confident applying a strip lash, or even if you are, I just wanna say, I think it's really important to always use a tweezer. Whether it's a long or a short tweezer. This is a lash extension tweezer because for some time, I've had a lot of little micro interests and for some time I thought I was gonna be a lash tech. So I have lash extension tweezers and after a while I sold all my equipment. I was like, what am I doing? Lash extension tweezers are very good for this because they're just really long. You're gonna hold your eyelash at the base with tweezers, not in the glue, but just beneath it. You're gonna apply a good amount of glue. I probably have a little bit too much, to be honest. You don't want too much because then you're gonna have to fish it out of your eyelashes. You're gonna look down, but straight into the mirror, like almost closed, and you're gonna pop it right in the middle. You're gonna aim for where you want the middle of the lash to sit. And I hope you could see that. Sometimes the camera goes in and out of focus, but if you aim for that center part of the lash band, then you can pinch the inner and outer corner. This time I was lucky, I didn't even have to pinch. I think I just got lucky again. These are easy lashes to apply, so that helps with the look aspect. And you want enough dry down that it's not super wet, that they'll just fall off, but you don't want them to be too dry that you can't move it if you applied it a little too far over. Like you just saw, I applied it a little too far over. I had to pull it back. So luckily it was still a little wet. I'm going to add a little bronzing from Cali Ray into my Purlisse Light BB because I have a self-tan on. And before we pop these on, I'm going to go into the Anna Sui primer. So you guys know how I feel about silicone primers. I don't really like them, but this one is full of like plant oils, nourishment. It's more of a hydrating. It has this sort of tacky jelly primer. Like look at that texture. It's really fun. And I like that it has a more hydrating ingredient base. Whoa, it's like a sludge. Versus just like a silicone kind of filler Like, I don't like to see the silicone ingredients at the top of a primer. It kind of irks me. This one, it reminds me and kind of smells a little bit like the Bobbi Brown face base. So we're just gonna pop this on and around. My skin's been super dry, so I do appreciate the hydration. Oh my gosh. Me having dry skin is bizarre because in the summer I'm just like out of control oily. But I haven't been drinking enough water. My lips have been cracking. I'm cold. I'm letting my eyebrows just be invisible because it shows how I feel. And it's not so good how I'm feeling. Smells good. Okay, so now we'll mix this up. I think I did a little bit much on the bronzer. Somebody's bumping like EDM in their Prius outside. It's kind of PMO. But let's just pop this on the skin. Also, look at this sponge. This is one of my favorite, like, kind of gimmicky sponges. This one is like truly, it's actually more functional than the pink Mega Blender. It's cool. It looks a little silly, but it works really well. I think actually, you know what? It works the best. This is the One Size Beauty Patrick Star. It works the best out of the gimmicky sponges. Favorite one for sure. Sigma concealer. I've been loving this. It's like a creamy, light base. I'm using the shade light to medium. I would have assumed it was fair to light because usually something light to medium would be a little dark on me. I think it would be too dark on somebody very fair, but it's a really nice texture. They only have 3 shades, but they sell it like on Target and they sell it on their website. Sigma Makeup has surprised me with their launch because I knew them as a brush company, but their makeup's really actually quite good. Blend out this under eye. And we're not gonna go too matte today. We are gonna set with the Anna Sui, but this is a lavender powder, so this is gonna be more of like a blush transition moment than it is like a full powder set. And to be honest, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm a little dry for setting my face too much. It's making me smile. I've never been able to say my skin is dry. Usually it's an oil slick, and it is glowing because these are glowy products, but like, I'm telling you, I'm drier than usual. Before we go in with our black blush, we're just gonna lay down a little bit of contour, and I have been contouring more than I've been bronzing just because I find that with my hair color, it looks a lot more natural to use a cooler tone. And also it is slightly more natural in general to have a shadow tone versus like a very warm one. But at the same time, it depends on the makeup I'm wearing and the clothes I'm wearing. Right now, cool tones mesh well with the rest of everything, you know? Blend, blend, blend. I think I'm getting sick. I rage painted my kitchen last night. It looks horrible. I didn't have enough paint and the color is not right for a kitchen. It's my bedroom color. It's like a taupe. And I was just like feeling like if I didn't paint my kitchen in that very moment, then I would die is what I was thinking, which is not true. It's crazy. But today I'm gonna redo that. I can't believe I did it. So I'm gonna prime it, and then I ordered some lime wash paint, and I'm gonna pick that up in a couple days. Now, back to the, what is it that they say on Bridgerton? The crown of the season, is that what they say about the girl? This is it. This is the main event of the video because I'm telling you, I've had my eye on this for a while. You can see I've really gotten into this. It is like a purpley plummy shade, but when it's mixed with my pale face color and the rest of my makeup, it's like a vibrant, bright pink. I'm just gonna go in with a little bit. A little goes a long way. See? And there have been moments where I have applied way too much of this because I'm just excited about it. I think it's a really fun product, and it's not like, I don't think, it's not even a pH. It's like when you swipe it, that's it instantly. I think it's actually better than like a pH kind of blush because unlike the pH blushes that brands put out, those do not show up on deeper skin tones, but I know that this would just because of the pigment coming out of this. Like, this would be lovely on a deep skin tone. It's just a little bit more versatile. This does have a bit of dew, but you can see it's just like a kiss. It looks beautiful. This is like the product of the hour, in my opinion, out of the Anna Sui stuff. This is shade 400 Anna Sui Black Cream Blush. It's iconic. I've known about this for years. So to have a collab, I know, have a collab with Anna Sui. It's an exciting moment for me, you guys. Also, I forgot to mention, this did come with a spatula, this little primer pot. I lost it. But I was using it, which is a good sign, you know? Whenever I like something, it kind of gets trashed because it's hard to keep up with everything all the time. Now, this is our Anna Sui lavender powder. It arrives separate from the compact, and then you open it up and you pop the little lid on. And this is really highly purple. I'm gonna show you. I don't know if you can see that. It's highly purple. So this, for me, is gonna be more of a blush set to amplify the blush, and that's also why I didn't wanna do too much. It's like an Ice Queen powder, truly. Like, now I feel like almost it gave the blush like, I don't know, like a different kind of lavender pop. So we're just gonna really lay this down and diffuse those edges. And now, whoa, it's kind of fun. Get mattified it, yes, but it also brought up the color. It brought it up a notch and cooled it down a notch. So this would also be a really good product, like if you put on too much coral, tap this into it, and then it's like a color correcting situation. So that's the last actually products from Anna Sui that I have that we're gonna use in this look. I'll link all these products down below, and also of course everything else I use. So now we're gonna move forward. My favorite lip liner, you guys. I restocked it. I gave the mini to my little sister because she put it on, and I had this much of a nub of this pencil left, and I was like, you have to have that. I just ordered another one. It's on its way, and you can have it when it comes in. And she goes, can I just have that one? And I was like, well, I didn't know, to be honest. Like, I knew it was going to be a few days until I got the restock. I didn't know if I was going to be able to live without it, but at the same time, it is nicer to give her the one this big and me just have a huge one. So I was like, you know what? I'll do that for you because I care about her. But that was a serious act of love and devotion to her. And it's not always returned. You know, with your little sisters will really beat you down. And she does. But we're very close. And I'm sure she would say the same about me. But oh my gosh. You know, when the Kardashians are talking about how, oh my gosh, I'm so afraid of her. I think talking about Kourtney. My sister's kind of like a Kourtney. I am so afraid of her. I'm afraid of her. But she's my bestie. This is the lipstick that I made to mimic Bosom Friend. It's my favorite lipstick right now. Beautiful shade. Let me show you Bosom Friend on the top lip, and you can tell me if you think it's close or not. I think actually Bosom Friend looks a little pinker in the tube. You know, it's pretty close. But actually, I think the one I made is a little bit more nude, which is funny because that would happen. Mine is also a little bit more sheer and shiny. I'm really happy with how this look came out. I'm like loving this silver. This silver shade alone, there was some of that, granted, but this silver shade alone is like one of the better tones of silver that I've tried in a while because there's not too much blue in it that I feel like I'm in blue makeup, but there's enough in it that gives it a little bit of depth so that it's not overly white and frosty. Excited about the Anna Sui stuff. I've been waiting what feels like a lifetime to have this on my face. I don't know why I didn't just purchase it, but let me know what you guys think about this look. Thank you again, Anna Sui, for collaborating with me, and I'll see you guys for the next one. Let me know if there's anything in particular you'd like to see from me. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you for the next one.